What's going on, everybody? InternetSmarks is your boy Menace, back with my Raw recap for this week. It was a so-so show yesterday. I guess you could say they were just trying to hype us up for next week. I'm not even going to say that next week is going to be that exciting because I don't even know. I thought last night was going to be exciting and it was so flip-floppy, but let's run through it, give you a recap start to finish, and y'all decide on your own if you like the show or not. Show started off with a battle royal to determine the #1 contender for the Miz's title. I guess I could say I'm happy they started with a battle royal and not usual talking segments that last about 30 minutes and then kills the first half of the show, or first half an hour of the show. But the way that this battle royal ended is what I'm not happy about. Winner was Darren Young. Darren Young wins by doing nothing but sitting in the corner. Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews end up taking each other out. Only thing I like about this is that I'm hoping this will start a little bit of a rivalry between Apollo and Baron. But just the fact that Darren won the title by doing absolutely nothing is ridiculous. How you can try to give a guy a push by having him just slip into the title picture? And then this shit just made me feel even more bad than I already do for Titus. Because all the shit you lost already and you've been having to deal with, now you got to watch your old partner end up higher than you in one day. That shit gotta hurt. Moving on. Ryder versus Sheamus. Again. Like, this is one thing I hate. Like, whenever they're trying to move into a storyline, you have repeat matches over and over. Like, 1 or 2 times, fine. You have a rubber match, fine. But 4, 5, 6, and then why do I always act like a match that happened on Raw and SmackDown didn't already happen? They'll have the same match on Raw, SmackDown, and then on Raw again the next week, like it didn't just happen on SmackDown. That's just annoying. But Sheamus ended up winning. Then Rusev came out to beat up Ryder after because, you know, Ryder wants that title shot against the U.S. belt. I'm happy they're giving him a push. I don't like the fact that they're, again, pushing him to get beat up as usual. But yeah, Ryder lost that match. Moving on, we had the Lucha Dragons against Breezango. Again, another disappointing moment. How the hell does Breezango beat the Lucha Dragons when they just joined together? They have no real chemistry other than 2 fruity dudes that like to look at themselves. But they came with the win. Take it how you want, whatever. Next was my favorite part of the night, the Rollins Report. Funny ass segment with him and Roman Reigns, where they had the whole playoff of Roman's old interview and him asking him questions, so it made it look like he was really answering, but he wasn't. And also after that, when Dean came out, one of the best promo segments I've ever seen between Seth and Dean. I really do believe they should have just made this a one-on-one match at Battleground. I don't know why they're just doing it next week on Raw and then Battleground 3-way. I don't know how Roman's even coming back less than a 30-day suspension, but I guess he got the cheat code or something's definitely going to change before that happens. But we shall see. After that, we had the match between Kevin Owens and Cesaro. Shout out to the GOAT KO for refusing to come out until Sami Zayn was taken away from the announcers area. And then as Sami Zayn is leaving, they get into a fight. Going on to the match, it was a great match. KO actually beat Cesaro with a new move where he just had him up on the shoulder, turned into a neck breaker. So I like that. He got to win with a new move. And then Sami came back out again through the crowd while KO was talking his shit at the announcers table, so that was a cool scene. KO, Sami, fight forever. You already know. Never get tired of that. Poor Titus. Again, against Heath. I honestly don't know who won. I think Titus won. Who gives a fuck? How you go from U.S. title run to fucking Heath Slater? You just might as well quit, bro. You've been embarrassed enough. I would just give up by now. I'm not proud of you for taking all of this and still going. Sorry. Next, it was the segment with the New Day and the Wyatts. Shout out to WWE for showing how to really do a video vignette outside of ring. Because this was so much like the Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy thing that it was hilarious. But this one, to me, was way better and it was deeper. That leads on to a new match, New Day against the Wyatts at the pay-per-view, which, of course, we're already looking forward to. Next match, Enzo and Cass against the Club. This was an interference by Styles. And then Cena came out, they thought he wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. Pointless match. Followed by Sasha and Dana Brooke Sasha beats Dana, and Charlotte said that's not enough. She needs to beat Dana again on SmackDown to earn that title shot. Whatever, I'm tired of Charlotte just making up her own rules and that shit being allowed, but I guess now if you're the champ, you can run however you want. And then the finisher of the night, the wasted segment about who was going to be the commissioners of Raw and SmackDown. We got nobody new. Stephanie gets Raw, Shane gets SmackDown. Big whoop. Don't have another announcement unless you're going to announce someone we don't already know about. Please. That just ended off my night. I was upset that I actually waited up for that. Like, you could have just told us Shane and Stephanie are splitting it. That's it. What's more exciting is finding out who they're going to put under them. But right now, this shit does not matter. We already seen Shane and Stephanie on both Raw and SmackDown. So it really doesn't make a difference. We just believe they're going to run Raw as the real serious show and SmackDown the people's show. You already know Shane loves giving the people what they want, and Stephanie, she hates giving the people what they want. So I guess that's how they're going to try to balance it out. But that's how we finished the show. I went a little over my 300 seconds because it was a lot of shit to talk about. And really, we don't care. But, InternetSmarks, stay tuned. We shall be back with the SmackDown recap, NXT recaps, pay-per-view recaps, and any random events that might happen during the week and we feel like it's news. Stay tuned, subscribe. Salute.